Welcome to another 2-Minute Tuesday. My name is David Yack. I'm just getting ready to pack up and head to the Business Application Summit, but I wanted to take a minute to give you a couple of tips. In fact, I'm going to give you a couple of tips in 2 minutes. The first tip I'm going to give you is around unified interface and navigating from record to record, making it a lot easier to do that. The second one is around a new tool on XRM Tools that allows you to determine which Azure region is closest to your Dynamics 365 or CDS instance so you can do integration with it with the least amount of latency between it. Well, let's start the timer, 2 minutes, and I'm going to go ahead and give you the 2 tips. I'm here in the Sales Hub application. This is where I'm going to start by giving you one of the 2 tips that I'm going to go through. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to navigate over to accounts. In fact, I'm going to use a shortcut, not the shortcut I wanted to highlight, but another good one to know about. This shows you the recently used records under the accounts, and this is available for any of the entities that you want to work with. So what I'm going to do is pop over to this account, and then I'm going to show you how to navigate the opportunities or any other related record for that. So I'm going to come in here to Opportunities, and you'll notice I've got several that are on here. So I'm going to go ahead and pick the first one, 3D printers. And you can imagine that oftentimes when you're looking at through different related records, you don't know which one you want necessarily to start with. So you might have to look at a few of the different ones. So I start with this one, realize it's not the right one. Normally I'd have to go back and navigate back to the next record. What I can do now is this little up in the upper left-hand corner open record set. If I click on that little caret there, it expands the navigation. And very easily I can navigate between the different records that are available on that related record. So that's the first tip that I want to show today in Unified Interface. Now the second tip I want to show, I'm going to actually go over to another tab and I'm going to navigate to XRM Tools. If you haven't used XRM Tools, it's a community site that has a set of tools that can be very helpful in working with projects. And today I'm going to use the Azure Region check. I'm going to go ahead and navigate to that. It's going to ask me, because this is the first time I've used the XRM Tools application, is it okay if it does things on my behalf? I'm going to go ahead and say yes and accept this. It shows my organization. If I had multiple organizations, whether they're CDS or non-CDS, in other words, Dynamics 365 related instances, they would show there as well. And I'm going to go ahead and navigate to that one because that's what I'm going to perform it on. And because this is the first time that I've used the tool with the Azure Region Check, it installs a small solution in the organization that basically pings out from that organization to all the 16 different regions that have Azure functions deployed. We'll let that go ahead and finish installing. And now that it's installed, we can see that it's acquiring a token and it's going to go ahead and start the test. It's going to spin through each of the regions. And now that it's finished going through all the regions, it's told us that the best performing region for our particular instance is East US 2. I always recommend running this a few times, make sure you get consistent results. And that's my 2 tips in 2 minutes. See you next time.